Chinese, you printed leaflets, sent them to every resident, proclaiming your genius was totally without precedent. You chanted out a mantra like a holy sacrament. Behold our Hillingdon sound financial management. But beneath the shiny surface, the reserves were draining fast. The safety valve was leaking, the die was truly cast. A 30 million deficit, the dashboard flashing red. So much for the slogan that you hammered in our head. So bring out Martin Goddard, let us watch the ritual. A loyal cabinet member, not merely habitual. He was elected by the people, he wore the rosette true. But the leadership needed a body, and Martin, it was you.
Was he falling on his sword with a noble Roman fuss? Or did I see the leader push him underneath the bus? Farewell, they cried.
You take the blame for all the dead we see, though the decisions were collective between you and me. Sound financial management, my art. Don't make us laugh. You burned through all the savings and you sacked half the staff. It's local financial mismanagement, plain for all to see. A bloody great embarrassment to the whole community. You preached about your prudence, acting smug and smart, while you tore the borough's budget completely apart. Now let's recall your golden boy, the MP for this town, the Prime Minister himself with his chaotic tufty crown. Boris was the member here, but did he ever stay? He never lived in South Ruislip, always far away. He had the power in his hand to fix the funding rate, but he left you with the crumbs and resigned to seal your fate. He ignored your plea for money, he ignored the rising costs, and left you mapping out exactly how the plot was lost. But wait, a twist of irony, a joke to stop the heart. The Labour government walks in and takes the thing apart. It took them 18 months of work since July 24 to fix the broken formulas and open up the door. They put housing costs in the summer metric long overdue, and recognise that poverty hits the suburbs too. They scrapped the rural bias that the Tories love to send, and made the urban formula your absolute best friend.
Sound financial management, my art.
Don't make us laugh. You burned through all the savings and you sacked half the staff. It's local financial mismanagement, plain for all to see. A bloody great embarrassment to the whole community. You preached about your prudence, acting smug and smart, while you tore the borough's budget completely apart. The IFS has crunched the numbers, the ink is on the page. You're a top 5 winner on the national funding stage. A 25% increase, a massive real-term spike. The kind of sound management you clearly wouldn't dislike. You screamed about the bankruptcy risk, you shouted and you wailed, and now you're quietly cashing checks from the folks who haven't failed. Redistributed wealth, my friends, it's funny, is it not, that Labour saved your bacon with the biggest funding pot. But don't get comfortable, my friends, don't settle in your seat. The clock is ticking down to May and victory will be sweet. The days are strictly numbered, the writing's on the wall. The Tory nightmare's ending, we're waiting for the fall. Reform UK are hunting scalps, they'll tear your vote in two. And the Hayes Independent Party, it's toodle pip to you. You'll be wiped out in the ballot box, swept out the chamber door, and a Labour administration will settle up the score. So dry your eyes, you cabinet, put your complaints on the shelf. Labour saved the borough from you saving it from yourself. You've got the cash to fix the holes, the future's looking bright. Just try to spend it wisely before you lose the fight. And whatever you do, don't just hand it all to Grant Thornton without a tender again, alright? We're watching you.